Hi, I'm Sandra Hawkins and I want to show you how to properly compare strings in Java and the difference between using the dot equals method and using the equals equals operator. So firstly, the equals equals operator is used to compare primitive values to see if the values are the same or not, and if it is, it will return true. When you're using equals equals to compare two object references, it doesn't compare the contents of the objects to see if they match, it compares the memory address. And therefore, to compare the contents of two strings, you should use the equals method. So let me do a little demonstration first of all. So say I have num1 is 12 and int num2 equals 12. Clearly they're the same. So if I just do a print out here, num1 using the equals operator equals equals num2, I'm going to put the result of that here. So string concatenation num1 equals equals num2, and just for precedence here to make sure that these get compared first of all, and then the result concatenated onto the string, put brackets around that. So they are the same, and if I change that to 10, one of the numbers to 10, and run that again, false is printed out because clearly they're not the same. Now you have to be really careful with strings. So I'll just give an example here. String1 equals Java. And just remember as well that strings are case sensitive. So one string being Java with a small j, another string being Java with a large J are never going to be the same. Now just call the second one there S2. So I have two strings there. Now they are in the same place in memory, so equals equals will return true. So just what do I mean by that? Java uses what's called a string constant pool in order to save memory. So any literals in your program, as in an actual string typed into your program, the Java virtual machine will put that into a string constant pool. And if you want, sorry, that should be a small j, if you want a second string that's the same, Java won't create, or the Java virtual machine won't create extra memory for it. It'll use the same string that's already been created. So I'm going to draw a little diagram just to show you what I mean by that. So S1 refers to a string in memory, Java, and S2, I have an arrow going up here. Now diagrams here, some kind of arrow looking thing here, the other way, and down here. Okay. So in this example, because I've created, that's a literal, Java, that's another literal typed into my program, those is only going to be one Java existing in memory, and my reference variables S1 and S2 will both refer to that same string in memory. How do I prove that? So if I do a print out here, I print out, so I'm going to print out S1 equals equals S2. That will see if the two reference variables refer to the same area of memory, S1 equals equals S2, and just extra brackets around that to make sure that that happens first, and run that. Are they in the same area of memory? Yes, they are. So how do I put one of them in a different area in memory? So what I do for that is you use the new keyword equals new string and round brackets around that. So if you ask for new memory, you get new memory. So now the first string referenced by S1, there's no new memory asked for, that will go into the string constant pool. If you ask for new memory, you get new memory. So if I change the diagram now, S2 will refer to a different area of memory that happens to have the same letters as the string referenced by S1. If I run that, see they are not in the same area in memory. So that returns false, i.e. not in the same area of memory. But how do I check the contents of them then? Obviously they have the same letters in them, and for that what you need to use is the dot equals method. So I'm going to be printing out here S1 dot equals. And what I need to do, S2 there, and finish off this string. So S1 dot equals, that's a method in the string class, and into the brackets you pass in the other string that it's being compared to. So that will give out true because the contents are the same. So that is the contents are the same. And just run that. So true. So the contents. So if you want to compare strings to see if they have the same contents, make sure you use the dot equals method, because the equals method doesn't necessarily compare the contents unless you haven't used a new keyword for both of them, in which case they will be the same string because they're literally the same string in memory. They both go into the string constant pool. So just be really careful with that.